Hey guys, it's Yuta. So, there's a Japanese film you need to watch right now. Because not only is this a good film, it's highly relevant in today's coronavirus situation. And the film is Shin Godzilla or Godzilla Resurgence on Netflix. And before you think it's just a film where they try to remove a monster, I'd like to emphasize that this is also a commentary on the Japanese government. And it portrays how the Japanese government responds to this crisis situation. In this case, it's Godzilla, but it overlaps with the coronavirus situation, and it helps you understand Japan more. Now, the film was influenced by the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, where many people were unhappy about how the government dealt with the situation. It still has a lot of things in common with the current situation. For example, many people feel like the government just keeps having meetings and discuss the issue without doing much. And this is also expressed in scenes like these.
では基本的対処方針をまとめて直ちに関係閣僚会議を開きます。よろしいですね、総理。分かった。では皆さん、大会議室に集まってください。
And pay attention to this scene.
完了しております。東京湾海上に関しましては、すでに消防艇及び情報
I like how the scene looks very realistic, and you will understand this if I show you an actual photo of the actual government. You can tell that the fictional government looks quite like the actual government, and that's pretty interesting. And another thing that the government does with the crisis is holding a conference, and it's also portrayed in the film.
ご安心ください。繰り返します。巨大不明生物の上陸はありえませんので、都民国民の皆様、どうかご安心ください。
You can tell that this was inspired by the 2011 earthquake. Check out this actual photo. Now I'm going to show you a recent photo of a conference with Prime Minister Abe about the coronavirus. So the fictional government does the same thing as the actual government, and that makes this film very interesting. And if you have been following the news lately, you've heard this word, jishuku, many times. It means something like self-restraint, where they ask you to voluntarily refrain from doing something. And in the current situation, it's about refraining from going out and stay home. And the reason why it's voluntary is that the current law in Japan doesn't allow the government to actually force people to stay inside. They can't penalize it. And the same thing happens in the film.
しかしこのような事態の防災訓練も行っておりませんし、パニックの回避を考えるならば、避難区域の広域な指定も困難です。
ここは住民の自主避難に任せるしかありません。
In that clip, they were talking about how they don't have a standard procedure for the situation, and they just had to ask people to voluntarily evacuate. And in the following clip, they say the exact word, 自粛.
関東地区の各自治体に連絡。以降50時間の一切の外出自粛と全住民の屋内待機を要請。了解。新橋。
Now the subtitles say curfew, but it's actually voluntary, so it's a bit more weak. So the subtitles don't capture the same nuances. And this kind of thing happens a lot with Japanese films and also in anime. So if you want to understand Japanese cultural products, you need to understand Japanese. And if you want to learn Japanese with me, I will teach you the kind of Japanese that Japanese people today actually speak. So click the link in the description and subscribe. Anyway, the following clip discusses the constraints of the law.
それより第76条の武力攻撃と解釈して防衛出動の方が武器使用に対応しやすいんじゃないか。
武力攻撃と解釈するのは難しい。76条では武力攻撃を加えてくる主体を国または国に準ずるものと想定している。防衛出動は出せない。
今はそんなことを議論している時じゃないだろう。どう見ても自衛隊しか事態に対処できない。
だがそれは市街地で自衛隊。
And you can see the film tries to simulate what the Japanese government would do if there was a gigantic monster within the current system that we have in Japan. And it even refers to Japan-US relations.
それは日米安保を適用し、在日米軍に駆除を肩代わりしてもらうのはどうですか。
いえ、まずこの国の政府と自衛隊が動くべきです。安保条約があっても米国はあくまで支援の立場です。
Yes, President Ross, I understand. Thank you. 一方的な注文ばかりだな。かの国は。
Now, with the current situation, many people think that our government isn't aware of how serious the situation is. So check out this scene from the film.
これで一安心だな。どでかくても生き物だ。自衛隊の武器で殺処分できるだろう。
ああ、奴の死骸を利用した復興財源案を考えてみるか。
大臣、先の戦争では旧日本軍の希望的観測、机上の空論、こうあってほしいという発想などにしがみついたがために国民に300万人以上もの犠牲者が出ています。根拠のない楽観は禁物です。
Now, the sad thing is, the fictional government seems to be better than the actual government. They are faster and more effective. But both governments eventually declare a state of emergency. This one is from the film.
ですから総理、自衛隊の運用や国民の避難など政府による事案対処のあらゆる統合が必要です。直ちに災害緊急事態の布告の宣言をお願いします。
先ほど初の災害対策基本法の災害緊急事態の布告を総理が宣言。巨大不明生物に対し自衛隊初の防衛出動が決定されました。
And this one is from the real government.
緊急事態宣言を発出いたします。
So you can see what happens in the film really overlaps with our current situation. And even though the way the film portrays the government is somewhat satirical, to be honest, it still looks better than the actual government. It's quite ironic. Now, another interesting fact about this film is that the director of this film is none other than the director of Evangelion, one of the best anime ever. So if you like Evangelion, you will definitely enjoy this. Because it's kind of like a live action version of Evangelion, and even one of the songs is an Eva reference.
放射性廃棄物を餌とする生物の存在に気づいた DOE が調査分析を嘱託機関に依頼。その中心人物が牧元教授だった。太古から生き延びた海洋生物が奇跡的に生きながらえていた生息地域に偶然大量の放射性廃棄物が海中投入され、その影響下で生き残るため。
But overall, this is a great film that is relevant right now. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. And if you have, watch it again. But as you can see, subtitles aren't always accurate or they don't carry the same nuances as the original Japanese. So if you want to understand Japanese films fully, you need to understand Japanese. And if you want to learn Japanese with me, I can teach you the kind of Japanese the Japanese people today actually speak. Because it can be quite different from the kind of Japanese that textbooks teach you that can be unnatural and outdated. So click the link and subscribe to my email group, Japanese with Yuta. Alright, see you guys soon. Ciao, ciao!